And that's where we're in for tonight. For our
What I was able to discern was that these anomaly entities were being guided by the new faction I had mentioned earlier in the report. The faction appeared to be, by my calculations, playing both sides. Reports from our allies on the ground mentioned receiving a key component for their final ritual from this faction. At the same time, this faction was leading the anomalies to the AI tower. Yes, they had their own agenda, and they were taking every advantage to seeing it through. And by the time I caught on, I was afraid they were going to succeed.
Should.
Hey, it's Lich Hour. I'm the Lich, and this is the Apocrypha Roadshow. Hey, Apocrypha.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
You guys were talking so much just like 2 seconds ago. Now you're all quiet.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, when I interrupt you.
I'm kicking people's ass.
Do you
Oh, all right.
want us to resume that conversation?
How's everyone?
I'll resume it. You
How are you now?
It was a good time.
Hello, everybody in chat. Hey, and Civil Alpha and Dredge. Okay, so Mao's got a new playlist up in the Drop Music Here channel in the Discord. If you want to hear what she's listening to tonight,
It's actually new.
it's a new list, so that's cool.
Mostly new.
Mostly.
Mostly new.
It opens right now.
All
You
right.
can listen to this one on shuffle because I didn't really put it in order, and that's how I'm going to be doing it.
I'm hitting shuffle.
So probably
So,
actually going to be better if it's a shuffle.
Lich, I have a question.
Yes, titters.
Did you see exactly what I look like? Now, just smaller form of it.
Where? You mean what you sent me?
Yeah.
All right. So
Well,
titters.
what I sent the chat.
Oh. When did you just now?
No, a while ago. I'm
okay.
I'm getting a refresher.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So titters is 8 foot tall, much looking more like a dragon now. What did you gain from? Oh, you gained size from last time, from the
I gained size
Ordeal
and-
of Blood.
and also a new personality type.
Okay. Oh, and what was that?
The personality type I got is a mix of Budadiah and Sharkface because they both gave me blood. Unwillingly, but they gave me blood.
Yeah.
So I'm a peaceful.
Oh
yeah,
I am inside that's you. Keep working on some of that too.
So you guys, last episode, were at the Pyramid of the Moon within Teotihuacan. Pyramid Moon, going through the Ordeal of Blood. An ancient great goddess bestowed her blessing upon you as you fought each one of her champions. And then either, depending on which one of you won or lost, would donate blood to Titters.
Right.
And as she grows to her true dragon size. As you turn around from the Pyramid of the Moon, you're looking down the Avenue of the Dead, which stretches about a mile south, and you can see the Temple of Quetzalcoatl down at the opposite end. Except that all those people that you had killed that were on the avenue are now standing and facing you, and they look. They're a little.
Well, that's disconcerting.
But
Up, guys, you ready for round two?
then as you look into these rows and rows and rows, thank you very much, Dredge and Greed. I'm wearing the new Apocrypha Roadshow shirt, which you can get on funk.threadless.com.
Yeah.
In the mail.
And you can buy it. Okay, so as you're looking down rows and rows of these people who are standing there and looking up at you quietly, you see that towards the middle of it, it looks like the avenue has erupted up out of the ground and has created this gaping maw. And there's hundreds and hundreds of those people filing into it. And as it comes to the middle of that, they start turning around and keep moving down into the depths.
Cool.
Cadejo Blanco is beside you suddenly. You look around. And
How'd you get here? Hello. Not that I'm upset to see you, but hello.
The next blessing comes from the other side, she says.
Oh, that's what's going on.
no.
Okay. Okay.
No.
I feel a lot better for the people of Mexico City now. I was worried that we were going to have to fight some zombies and...
You were worried about that? That sounds amazing. Bring the zombies on.
Yeah!
Laser beam.
Yeah, plus we have to bring back the bee population anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so all those souls are going down into the underworld to finish their journey, and you're going to have to go as well.
Okay.
If we want to go through the next ordeal for Titters.
Cool.
So you guys go down, maybe you make your way through the crowds. They kind of part for you like the Red Sea, the Dead Sea kind of just parts in front of you as they make room for you guys to slowly make your descent down the avenue and then into the maw. As you're entering the maw, for a second it goes completely black, and all you see is Cadejo Blanco kind of glowing in the distance in front of you. But then suddenly you hear this great sigh, as if eons of pain and suffering were being let loose in one enormous sigh.
I felt that.
Mao, suddenly you don't hear the muses anymore. And the muses, you don't hear each other.
Oh god.
Titters, please.
Silence, finally.
Titters, please choose a muse and or Mao.
Well, currently Mao's on my back because I picked her up at the end of last session, so I'm going to go with Mao to make sure she's still there.
Okay. All right, we are in the underworld. Is going to count as a layer tonight. During the evaluate phase, you got to recycle one gift, otherwise trash your bonus dice.
Okay.
Oops, that's not what.
Actually.
All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our omens. We're going to see what you guys got in your hand.
Cool.
Your first hand of the night. You have a charm, this little guy, Cadejo Negro.
Cool.
Charlatan's
I
Book,
can try the pronunciation.
Nagaika, and Snakeskin Boots.
Oh, yes.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Is Cadejo Negro able to come over into this side with us?
She can make special appearances on this card.
Fantastic. Okay.
She can. It's just
Awesome.
it's more Blanco's turf.
Yeah.
You know.
Gotcha.
So those are
All
cards. You don't have any omens. So the first omen you get is an omen of doom, and that's what you're gonna.
Okay. Doom and
It's gonna
Investigate.
be
You cannot
very
play
doomy tonight
powers?
to avoid.
Oh, okay.
Oh god. Oh no.
Incoming! Oh no.
Pineapple?
What?
God.
Oh, no.
When did I put pineapple in
I-
here? I forgot I did
I
that.
don't know.
All right. I'll be right back.
I was gonna recommend, or not really recommend, but offer the explanation of maybe these are the same bombs from Viva the Dungeon, but you know it's Roll Apoca, not whatever the
Yeah.
dungeon bomb thingy is. So
Well,
Okay. hacking
Apparently.
pineapple is hacking here, or will be
yeah.
imminently. I can smell
I mean,
it.
that's some serious malarkey right there.
It is some
I'm
pretty
sorry,
serious.
Matt.
malarkey.
Wait. Before we stop
Hold on.
cursing,
Hold on. Don't look right.
what is the effect of pineapple in this version of the Roadshow?
Do you really need to know? Like, fear the pineapple.
Here, the pineapple.
Ever so slightly respect.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Within
don't
those
believe
gentle
in
eyes lay a
Hi,
killer.
pineapple.
I need to lighten up a little.
I don't believe in pineapple. Pineapple is a myth.
You guys got
insulting.
pineapple for the rest of the night.
Oh
For
no.
real?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, Johnny
no.
Wilkers.
No.
I was kidding, Lich. Please, no. I need to swear.
You can swear. You can swear. I'm not. It's okay. It's okay. You're a
It's not
Apocabitch.
even real pineapple.
You're a
so it wouldn't
Apocabitch.
matter.
What do I gotta expect? So you cannot play powers to avoid this, and that's okay. That's good. Mao, I need you to decide between left this card or right this card.
I am gonna choose right.
Always the left. Always the left.
Now it's all dark, and you can't hear your muses. You're used to their chatter now, and it's gone.
It's
You're
so
almost,
quiet, and I hate it.
almost floating around in a void. But then suddenly, you find yourself standing on the street outside a building, and it looks like you're in New Shitty, and you're out of breath, and you're looking down at yourself, and you see you must have been in some kind of fight or something. And there's all this skin ripped off your arm, revealing the robotics underneath.
No!
Wow, you've been a robot this whole time.
That's
Hold on.
You're one of
Hold
God's
on.
pure children.
What happens if they
No.
track me?
No.
Now,
Fuck Descartes. No. No,
now,
no, no.
How now how you roll determines how well you manage to deal with this image. If it makes you go a little crazy, a
Yeah.
little bit of you is going to go into titters. If you defeat
Yep.
it, then a little bit of it's going to go into titters. Go into titters.
Why is everyone going into Titters, man? Titters is too full right now.
Okay.
She just got saying.
Day.
You can choose to use soul or body, and we'll stick. All the numbers for tonight are going to be the highest on the cards.
Okay.
You can draw inspiration from all the muses and their powers, and choose the color that you want to use.
Okay, so I'm not. I just have to make a 15 and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did this bear's not in here? Oh, oops. Thought I turned that off. No despair tonight.
I mean,
Okay, well,
I
yeah,
am
actually-
despairing. You didn't
yeah.
need to spend money on that.
Look at these guys, they're hackers.
Oh.
They hacked us. Who the hell is... Yes. So, where do you draw from? How do you defeat it's like the existential dread hits you so hard. You're a robot this whole time.
Listen,
Hey,
if I as a
being a
person
robot's
knew
not
how to
that
deal with
bad.
existential dread, I'd probably
Game
have
Jam's
a
like, what's so wrong
method
with
for
being a
this.
robot?
Being out of robots, man. I thought we were cool.
No, why are we robot hating?
Existential dread.
Accidental
Nice.
dredge.
Wait, are we racist against robots now? When did this happen?
I've always been
Oh,
racist
God.
against. I've always been racist against robots, except for Game Daddy.
Game Daddy is
You
the
just
token
spent a whole
robot.
season fighting the robot powers.
Jesus Christ.
Titters doesn't pay attention to what's going on next week. Just assume it's
Okay.
next week, people.
I'm interested in using mind, mostly because I know that that's what the cards we've got are. So actually, so we're assembling, right?
What?
We're in assemble.
Yes.
Can I slot
Indeed.
snakeskin boots, please?
Yes. Oh, yeah. So here we go.
Our hand,
Snakeskin
by the
boots.
way.
Fletch, I have a question. Will Titters be involved in this in any way? Because I
Uh,
have a way for Titters to be involved in helping Mao.
Okay. Well, we'll see. If there's bonus dice, you're involved in every roll. If there's any
All right.
roll with bonus dice.
All right.
Okay, so those are slotted.
Yep. You have study. These are.
Yes.
These are. Well,
I would like to slot those.
snakeskin boots don't get slotted. They
Oh,
let's see.
I'm sorry. What was I
You
thinking?
discard
I
the add your
apologize.
rage di- It's okay. You discarded the add your rage dice.
Never mind. I don't want to do that then. I'm sorry.
Hard mode! Ah!
Yeah, I know, right? Like Rock's ready to go to battle for you, but
I appreciate
Shut him
that, but I
down.
don't want to discard
Now do
him.
roll
I would rather
mode.
recycle him. Oh well, actually, no, it doesn't matter because I will heal it anyway. You know what? I think rage is appropriate for this. I think rage is appropriate.
Well, now I don't wanna.
What? Jeez.
Well, it's not about you, it's about me. Damn it.
This is my
okay.
hand.
This is my existential dredging, okay?
Okay. So, the Blood 2 mutation is for each bonus die you keep during Evaluate, You're gonna have to discard the top card of your deck.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna keep it.
Which dragon did we acquire last time? Was
The
it blood?
moon one.
The blood, yes.
Yeah.
The blood.
Doesn't that flip the card to make it easier on hard mode?
use if
Was
it's
that the
stashed.
rule?
Yes. So.
Yep.
this
So
is-
we've
okay.
done that.
this is
Okay,
the-
cool. I just didn't know if it was flipped.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me that that's a thing. Lich, can you turn up your microphone a little bit more?
Turned up my microphone.
Yeah, in the chat saying that you're kind of quiet.
Hi. Hi.
Yeah.
Is that better, everybody?
Is it time for ASMR, Apocabitches?
I summon
Pineapple,
a shark
pineapple
that
ASMR.
eats all of the people.
We're not.
Discard this card at a die.
Okay. Cool. Well then, I think in this case, I am interested in discarding the snakeskin boots to add my rage dice to this.
Okay, so why,
You know
why
what?
don't
I think I am
it
going to use
differently?
rage.
If you use rage, then that's not going to give you much. What you want to do with that card is like to use body, and then you get your rage dice on top of that. So you'd be like,
Can I use mind and then get my rage dice on top of that?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Then that's what I'm interested in doing. If that's
Yeah.
good, because
So
I'd like
use
to
them.
logic this out, but I'd like to logic this out with as much anger as possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Logical anger.
All right.
So,
Cool.
you know a sense of masculine.
Where you
Alright,
take
so-
the nuke and you put it up the bum hole.
Yes.
What?
All right. Cool.
Lemon ring pie is good. All right, so yeah, so we've
I
used
think
the
15
mind.
on-
Oh wait,
6 is not bad.
we do have
Yeah.
charm or study.
Yep. Study in this case, I think, is appropriate.
Yeah. Apple pie with cheese for life, yo.
Ew, what?
Apple pie with cheese.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Apple pie with cheese.
Why
Y'all
would
don't
you
have
do
cheese
this?
on your apple pie?
Pie with cheese, apple
No.
pie with cheese, apple pie with cheese.
No.
Personally, not a pie.
I guess I'm not. I don't like
I've-
apples, but
Lich, I have to remove your pie god's privileges.
It's a thing.
I
have
like
to
nearly
remove
all
them.
of the other pies. Pumpkin pie is my favorite, but
Hydrogen gets it.
I just
Is this a
I don't like apple. I don't
location
think.
kind of thing?
Anyway,
I have to remove your license to be a pie god.
No, what?
It's permanently
I
removed.
can't be a pineapple upside down pie god.
there
You
you
can
go.
be that, but you can't be the Lich pie with
Hi,
apple
Butters.
pie and cheese.
Thank you for the alert. We
Yes,
love you
thank
too.
you.
All right. Yeah. So let's try for.
I'm a safe word. Oh, what else you got here?
Let's-
So you need a 15.
I was gonna say, is there anything that I can do with mine cards during evaluate before I roll? I just want to see what my options are.
Symbol. Charlatan's book will let you flip one mind die, and then you'll
Okay.
roll one die and might take some damage.
Okay.
And then this little guy he's actually kind of useless right now. You can discard him to boost mind.
No, I'm gonna.
So you can discard him now
no.
to add a mind die. Okay.
No, I think let's try for 15 on 7. That sounds like good odds.
Okay.
I can't see the thing, so is there white dice in this?
There is one white
white.
die.
One.
Alright.
How am I rolling for you guys tonight? There we go. There's your 15.
Oh, good. Better than I was rolling for
Oh,
myself
wait,
earlier.
Wait, hold up.
Holding on.
This is a 4. We're going to use that instead of the white die because you don't have to discard the top card of your deck. Because
Okay.
of this.
Beautiful. I like it.
Nice
Thank
try, Dredged and Greed. Nice try.
you. Nice try.
Nice try.
So I'm not involved in this one?
One's on this one.
I still get confused. I'm not involved in this one, though?
Yeah, you could
Because of that?
No, because you weren't kept. Yeah.
Correct.
Mao.
Alright.
I'm Mao.
Yes,
I
Mao.
think.
What do you do? What imagery do you conjure? How do you defeat this thought? That this could be your inevitable. It's presented as if it's your inevitable end.
So here's how in my mind this plays out. Mao looks down, sees the robot appendage thing moving in her arm, freaks out, takes the katana and is about to chop her arm off when suddenly she realizes, wait a second. If I was a robot all along, wouldn't society have fallen earlier? And I don't think that it did. And if it had been an issue, I would have I would have been more influenced to not destroy that which we don't reference. And God.
Okay. I knew you were talking about.
Look, we're not saying anything, God,
I'm just
but
gonna don't say
We're
it.
not gonna mention it. God.
And you know what? If I was a robot the whole time, then I just don't. I hate robots so much. No offense, Game Daddy. That I'm relogicking that out. I'm trying to figure out how to get the rage in there.
Oh. Well, I can see the rage fuels your logic.
How dare
Yeah.
they show you images of you in the false
There we
god
go.
skin?
How? That's you know what? I love that, because what I was originally thinking was, well, I hate robots so much. How could I be one? But that's not how that works.
yeah.
That's not how
I
big
blow
it
myself
works.
to being human
In fact,
or
that's
mortal.
the best way to hide the fact that you are a robot.
Exactly. But it's like, okay, so I've logicked myself because I know from everything that has happened, there isn't a logical reason why I could have been, and how fucking dare they? How fucking dare they
Amen,
imply that I am not who I say I am? That's not for them to decide for me. Heck
If I
off.
wasn't, then why
I'm
would I
not
say
cutting
I
my
am?
arm off. I'm cutting somebody else's arm off. Damn it. I look around.
You lie
for a
about
foe.
me. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So, in your vision, you start cutting everything else up instead of you just go
Yeah.
nuts on everything.
Yep.
You realize you
Anything that
logic
moves.
yourself out of it. When you look back down, your arm is no longer a robot.
Okay, good.
And you're standing facing thousands of angry mongrels. And cut.
Oh,
And scene. Okay. All right. So a little motherboard looking thing, a little thing full of circuits and stuff floats over to you, Titters, and it kind of expands around you. And you're lost in your void too. But Titters, actually, you can hear everybody. You're floating in a void. You can hear everybody. All the muses and Mao. And then from the Mao area came this like little grid that kind of erupted around you. And that's staying for now.
So I feel, or not feel, there's this little grid that appeared in front of me, right?
Yeah. It's coming. I see it now as it's expanded as a globe grid around you. It's like covering you.
Mhm.
And now 5 color dots pop up around you. Well, no, 4 color dots. Which color do you choose? They want to be poked. Red, purple, green, or blue.
I poke the red one because I'm assuming red is equal to rage, and Mao used rage to get through this.
Yes. Okay. Let's take care of your hands. We got what we got?
Well, we heal back snake skins,
Right.
so
Yeah.
we don't even draw anything, do we?
They're healed up.
That's 5.
You do because you used one, right?
Which one?
Yeah, healing it just puts
Healing.
it back in the deck. It doesn't put it back in the hand.
Yeah. You got tech support. Okay.
cool.
I think because so many cards are like recycle or something, or like
Yeah.
basically that you can just keep
You did not
using
draw
that.
another omen, so you're at the mercy of my omen deck. And evaluate, you got to trash the highest mind die, if there is any mind dice in here. Oh wait, you needed to recycle 1 gift at the otherwise trash.
Oh,
one.
heck.
Oh, it doesn't matter because you didn't use.
Because
your-
we trashed my bonus dice anyway.
You didn't use them, so
Cool.
it's all good.
Yeah, we covered that.
Okay, rock.
Good.
Sup, bruh?
Sup, bruh? I need you to
Bruh.
choose left or right.
My instincts tell me adventurers go left, so right.
Right.
Alright.
You suddenly you're not floating in darkness anymore. You're standing trial. You're high above crowds and crowds of people. The air is definitely hot. It's definitely kanji. There are
I thought I was in literal hell being sentenced for all the murders.
No, you're in kanji being sentenced. There are these humanoid creatures with the heads just like yours, Komodo dragon heads, and they seem to be finding you guilty of all the crimes against apparently the whole fucking universe. And you're at the top of a very large fire thing, and they start to fire at the bottom, and there's all these people that they've also judged that are being burnt up slowly as the fire reaches you at the pinnacle. That is how you are doomed to die. If you will it to.
These guys suck at
Unless you
building
can will
fires.
it. Unless you can will it otherwise.
These guys totally suck at building fires. So 15 either way, so that's 3 rage dice.
Yep.
Let's not use strike to get a bonus die from that, because we would downgrade rage dice with the evaluate. So I believe the only rage card is Nagaika.
Oh, yes. It is. You can
So rage, assemble, bury body dice up to their number of deaths. Fragments.
You have a lot. Basically, all 4 body dice.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's bury Nagaika.
Okay.
Get all 4 body dice. 5 on 15.
Sounds good to me. Let's do that.
And we're not going to use a bonus die because we're not going to use strike because that would downgrade.
Oh, it says when not striking.
When not, oh, okay. Well, then we can because Mao does have strike.
Right.
I read that completely wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're awesome.
Oh my.
Oh my. He striketh me.
He striketh.
I bite
Cool.
my thumb at you, sir.
Oh, you can't lay down the gauntlet.
Okay. Any hard modes? Any Apoca bombs? Ooh, someone's taking over my muse. Oh, we got a hard mode. Just in time. Stone 2. That's this one. It's not stashed yet. 2 is shuffle 1 gift into their nexus. Oh, that's actually a good one. It's actually a good one for you guys.
Shark
Wait,
Rays
what?
now permanently has that.
Oh, yay.
That would be a power, but that's
Last.
okay. We'll give it to him.
They
You
won't
now have
last.
that
We're not going to keep the good.
He knows how to speak posh.
All right, we're rolling these dice right now.
Yeah.
Jeez. Pretty much all body unless you want to throw a low rage in there. So, Rock,
Yes.
how do you fight past this vision? Or change it? Will it to be different?
Well, since 2 body dice got me there, 1 rage dice. I'm gonna use the only body sounding
so
power.
you have some of my like armor coating grenades. Then use
Oh,
those.
fantastic! I'll load them in the turret that's currently mounted on my back that somehow molds into my flesh occasionally because I forget about
Yeah.
it, as everybody else does as well.
Oh yes. Explode them.
yeah.
Oh my!
So, as per tradition, it's just a big old murder spree, whether they're ghosts or people or inanimate figments of my imagination. They all must.
Die. So what are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna use some shark face grenades
Oh
that he
yeah.
got from his war hero days or war anti.
Well, how you're tied to this? Like you're tied to something. You're like tied to a pole. How do you break free from that first? These people obviously don't know you.
I think I'm just gonna keep growing.
You grow.
Yeah, just gonna keep growing. That's my limits. Must go even further beyond.
So grow super huge and just chomp down on all these people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Drama bomb. Why is that coming up?
I
have no idea.
Oh, pick a muse to get a gift. You have succeeded in destroying and moving past your death. Titters, this little lizard guard kind of figure moves over from where Rock is to where you see the red glow, and it adds to the grid in front of you. And then that color goes away.
Okay. And he used body, right?
That was no, he used body, but it didn't really matter. Rock managed to get past the visage of his death. We have added a blunderbuss to our hand.
Ooh,
Recycle
I
that.
like this.
Yes.
blunderbuss is very good, especially
Boom,
because
booms.
it can give mind or sword or rage.
Rock gets a
So
gift.
yeah, I get a gift. I'm a special boy.
Oh, yeah, go boy. Oh, yeah.
I'm a special boy. All right, special boy.
Special boy.
Courtesy of Dredged and Greg. Dredged and Greg.
So we all just
God
can't
damn.
speak today.
I
Imagine
guess
Greg.
none of us could say her name. Okay, never mind.
Oh
In
my
honor of
god,
Dredge.
that is cool artwork for a card.
You are gifted the talons of Garuda.
Oh my god, that looks.
Valuable
That's
versus the
very
threat.
hard.
Reload it, so put it back on top
I
of the
want,
deck.
I want
I-
them.
Upgrade 2 rage dice.
I
I
want
want
this.
them IRL.
Yes.
IRL.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
I
yeah.
will hunt a bear down for its claws to make such a.
That is pretty awesome.
I can't think of the word.
That's your hand.
Why can't I think of what the called right now?
Not roll.
All right. Titters. It's time
Yes.
to choose a color.
Mm-hmm. If I remember right, body's purple, correct?
No, mine
Body's
is purple.
green.
Body is
Body's green.
yeah. Shark face is green. Butted eye is blue. Game Daddy's purple.
I'm touching the green ball because apparently everyone's choosing someone else to play as.
All right.
Makes it easy for me to figure out where to put people.
Oh dear! Titus is touching my ball!
Come on.
Shark face McBear. I need you to choose left or right.
Left.
Left. You floating in the void, all by yourself. It seems for a second, and then poof, you look down and you are in your Omnicrom. It is Omnicromium.
Omnicronian.
Omnicronian.
Yes.
Your Omnicronian battle gear, but you're hanging above a pit
Wait.
of flaming snake serpents as the Nagavale, the
It's a
ancient
Naga with a Glock.
Omicronian.
Omnicronian, the ancient, the
Is it
ancient
like
villains,
wait, hold on.
ancient
Ohm
enemies.
as in resistance, voltage, and ohm.
Like Omicron Persei 8?
Yes.
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 Omnicronians.
Omicronian.
Omnicronian.
You do,
Omicronian.
Rich, you know.
Omicronian. There we go.
Omicronian.
They say of the Acropolis what the Parthenon is.
Just scream really loud, that's what they are. And be very proud of where you're from. Omicron Persei 8.
So
They love their human horn
the
there.
Nagavales are the ancient enemies of the Omnicroms, and you are hanging above. They've got you trapped. Lieutenant Commander Sharkface McBear, you are hanging above a pit of flaming snakes. And a gaggle of the Nagavales are around laughing. Their hideous, hissing laughter.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr.
War
Sharkface
crime.
McBear, we expect you to die.
Fuck that noise.
Many times did you break the Geneva Convention?
Too many.
You mean the Geneva suggestion? Like, I'm confused.
You mean the Geneva guidelines?
The list of things to do during wartime?
The Geneva suggestion.
Don't.
What did we use last time? We didn't use a we didn't use a last time, so he's lucky.
We got jelly to crack. Mission accomplished.
All right,
boys.
ladies. Sharkface McBear, you need to tell us. Well, you need to see if you can get past this vision of your ultimate end.
I want to rapidly rock from side to side until I I guess snap the hook, or like if it's like a ring on a hook, like jump it off and like then like push a guy into the pit.
Oh, yeah, like grab on
Yeah,
one guy.
there's a gantry, and I like swing over and I push him up and I like escape.
Are you gonna battle this vision by actually escaping, or trying to escape?
Yes,
All right.
I'm going to escape. I'm going to escape this death trap.
Okay. You need a 15. What you want
Alright.
to do? We've got those talons. You could reload to add as upgrade to rage dice if you're using. You could use the blunderbuss, recycle to add 2 rage dice.
Oh yeah, I
Or
like
if
that.
if you're skilled in strike, you can also do mind or soul.
Right.
Yeah, but if we do the blunderbuss, then we can use the talons and the evaluate, right?
That is also true.
Yes. Oh yeah. If you use rage.
Yeah, because you would add rage dice
Yeah.
from the blunderbuss, and then the talons can increase that rage.
You can't do fish. I don't do fish. So are you talking about using the blunderbuss?
Is that all right with everyone?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm good with it.
go for it.
All right.
Or
I have no
recycle.
say.
My hand is your hand. This hand is my hand.
Damn it. That
All right,
sucks.
so you've got 6 dice right
Fucking
now.
head down.
I'm pretty comfortable with that.
Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Well, Lieutenant Sharkface McBear, make it out of the clutches of the evil Nagalvale. Find out after this roll. Jeez, I cannot roll bad for you guys. There you go.
And
I
that's
didn't
a
use a
bad
bonus
thing.
die.
Why?
What?
And that's a bad thing. Why? Are you trying to kill us?
So, all
Is
right,
pineapple
Sharkface.
Yeah,
still
I-
salty?
I swing off the hook and push the guy into the eel pit, or
Flaming
Yeah.
snake.
flaming snake. I mean, what aren't eels just angry underwater snakes? Like,
Really?
so yeah. So that guy's dead, and I Sharknado my way out of my bonds and break my way out.
And you start shooting a blunderbuss.
Holy crap, he's got a
Yeah.
shotgun!
All
Gave
right.
that shark bear who a shotgun.
Titters, a small, it looks like a snake mask floats over and makes it joins the grid around you.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got here. So far, so easy.
Last two are
You still
soul
have
and
5
intelligence.
Because you guys got the talons, you're still at 5, so you're not drawing anything new. This next turn is Omen of Doom, Affliction. You must suffer 1 body or rage damage. Well, you've only got one rage thing. The talons. They're going in the discard.
All right.
Be scared. Be very scared.
Well, since the one
Ripperoni.
to not go that I've heard is Game Daddy, I'm choosing Game Daddy to go next.
I'm scared.
Okay. Game Daddy. How are you gonna die? Game Daddy, please choose left or right.
That's gonna have to be the left.
This one.
Yeah.
All right. Floating along in the darkness.
I
You
hate
don't
this already.
The first thing you don't see anything at first. You hear something, screams coming from all directions, everywhere, and suddenly
Zach, what are you doing here?
you're on a soft, spongy cave floor. It's kind of hot and muggy in here, and flying all around you are these shapes. At first, you think bats, but they're screaming. Bats don't scream like this. And you see their little wings, but they're actually little flying assholes flying around, screaming assholes. And they all converge down upon you to tear bits and pieces of you away.
Talking figurative assholes here. We're talking literal assholes, right?
They're little flying, like little assholes with fangs and wings.
If this is how I die, then I die a happy fucking Game Daddy, okay? I die doing what I love, okay? Levels.
You live by the anus, you die by the anus.
That's right.
So wait, does Game Daddy choose to just immediately fail this?
No, he still has to roll. Hard mode it is.
I dropped my ice cream.
Hard mode! Ah!
Where did the other one go? All right, so you need a 16 with this one there, bud. So what do we get? Hard mode. Oh, give me uncivil. Please give me a exclamation point roll mode. Let's try to find this other. What the fuck did I do?
For blood.
For blood.
Sounds so bad.
And blood we have stashed. 4. Discard the top card of your deck. Discarding the top card of your deck. Not much you can do about that unless you want to re-roll it, Jelly. Mao.
Yes.
You want
I
to
have to
re-roll
discard something, right?
it?
Discard the top card of my deck.
Yeah,
I think
so
that's
it's
the
basically
safest
the same
option.
thing. So it's basically the same
Oh.
result.
And then no.
All right. You have discard. We now have 2 discard. Two. You might be worried this game. All right. Game Daddy. Let's see. 3 mind dice. You got 16. We're not gonna worry about the stuff below. You have Cadejo Negro. It's not as it is a threat. It's a serpent threat too. Charlton's book, the Charmed Drekavalan, which is just discard to boost basically, and tech support. Like we're all mined here.
Yeah. Options. Can I see Dolphin's book again?
Charlton's book? Yeah, it lets
Yeah.
you flip a mind die.
Flip.
You gotta
Okay.
roll.
That's evaluate. Okay. Can I? Do I? What kind of dice do I get to add with Cadejo?
3 bonus dice.
Oh, missed dice. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Bring
you
out
could-
my little buddy.
And you could instead of discarding this one, you can discard the Charlatan's book if you wanted to. It
I
says,
kind of keep that because if we get a 1, then I could flip it to a 6.
True. Okay.
So yeah, we'll just discard that, I guess.
That, and that gives you 3 bonus dice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Resist. You have resist. 1. You could make it 3 if actually you wouldn't have any other dice to throw in it. Okie dokie pokey. This in for 16.
I think I'm comfortable with that. What do you guys think?
That's a pretty
Hey,
good
you're
pool.
the person that has to face this trial.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I think I'm happy with that.
Yeah, especially since you have the card that will allow you to flip it,
Yeah.
whatever it is that the book does.
The Charlton's book, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Come on, big money, no whammy, and stop.
Oh, not so good this time. Well, let's see. This is what you got. So you want to flip one of those. All you got to do is do the Charlatans book. Charlatans. So flipping one of those 2s to a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't we have
Yeah, 15.
Yeah. Then it'd be. 50.
we have
we
have
oh,
the one
yeah, that's right.
the one shard where we can add +1, don't we? If we discard.
Yes, if you recycle a gift, if Mao recycles a gift matching her skills, so either the Charm Dracolan or Tech Support Draco.
I'd say charm.
Dracovillian, yeah.
All right, and then that's actually 5 now. Okay, you're gonna just barely make 15 with the with that. Oh, shit. Okay, here's the thing. I gotta roll 1 die. Well, this is gonna get nuts. I gotta roll 1 die, and the result, if the result is higher than if it's more than 3, you're gonna suffer 1 mind damage. Okay. So.
Oh no.
Which is tech support.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So, well, here's the worst part of all this. Recycle 1 gift, otherwise trash your bonus dice. Actually, you know what? We could say that you did recycle tech support first, and that way you didn't have anything to discard. Then,
So if we
totally
don't have anything to take damage from in our hand, we don't take damage?
yes. Yes, exactly.
Oh.
Psychological damage. I know I fucked up.
But this was going to make you
Okay.
trash your bonus dice, so you wouldn't have made the roll either. So
Right.
doing them kind of out of order, which is okay. You can. All right, so
Yeah.
Game Daddy, even though you like the idea of dying by flying assholes, how do you power through this to know that this is not your end?
If assholes don't fly, they're usually surrounded by meat sacks, aka people.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I use my logic and be like, this can't be real. There's no people attached to those
I
buttholes.
see. You logic your way out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use my brain noodle.
And Game Daddy does have brain noodle. It's actually a little parasite wrapped around a motherboard.
Yep.
It's terrifying.
I tried getting it out.
It is pretty
Sometimes it
terrifying.
whispers to me a little bit. As just for all humans.
Exclusively survives on all the thermal paste leaking out of them.
Yep.
A little
Oh,
fly-
that's not thermal paste.
Titters, a little flying asshole joins the grid around you.
I was just disgusted about looking at it because that's not what she expected to see.
There is 1 color remaining, blue.
Yeah, Tears throws in blue.
Titters. Badadaya.
Oh, my.
Yes, you.
Please
Wow.
choose between right or left.
Middle.
You want to fight both? What?
Half
right.
of each.
Give
Right.
Just cut both of them
We're
in
gonna go
half.
right.
Yeah.
left.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Left is fine. No, left is fine. You already were going for the left.
Okay. Okay. So
Damn it!
you floating around in the void, and then suddenly you smell these wonderful smells, like all this different types of food, and boom! All of a sudden you're on this table. You're in this room with this massive table full of food, and all these very rich people with masks and all these other weird things are all sitting around, except you seem to be sitting in the middle of the table. And then somebody reaches over with this poker and gets hit you. You're like, "Oh, thank you very much!" As they push you, and nacho cheese comes streaming out into their little cup they've put up, and then he hits you on the head with the stick to shut you up, and then they go on eating their glorious meal. Your end is gonna be as a nacho cheese dispenser. At the
Yeah,
Carcadan, at the
Your journey is
Carcadan.
complete.
Need that poetic.
So what we're not gonna do, right, is like have this whole thing.
Oh shit!
So I think my logic
You gotta
is
draw your
I'm
card.
going to just start just summoning dick skeletons.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got 5 in discard. You got 5 in hands. This is what you got to work with there. You got Mother's Memory. Slotting it to reroll.
Want to slot? Yeah, I want to slot that.
You got the Snakeskin Boots.
Okay.
Cadejo Blanco. That's for healing. Giant Tardigrade. That's for slotting and adding 2 bonus dice versus a resist threat.
This is not a resist threat, though, right?
Can we slot that though, just in case?
Sure can. Yes, we still can. And then the Zappa Zap. This is a pretty badass weapon we got last time. Recycle to get 2 bonus dice.
All right, so then I guess we're gonna go ahead and do this with body then.
Okay.
You don't have to.
It just seems we have the Zappa Zap and the Snakeskin Boots, and I think it's 1 lower if I'm reading that right.
No, because it's always going to be it's the highest.
It's gonna be 13.
Oh, right, because we're taking the highest one anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we can recycle it in order to get 2 bonus die, it makes more sense for me to go to just body, because then I can use the Snakeskin Boots and get another bonus die.
Okay, so Snakeskin, then you want to add your rage dice? Add your rock dice. We're going to, that's a discard. Oh, you know what? You healed one of these. So you're back to 5 in the discard, but 1's back in the deck. Okay.
You need to hit 13 on 6, right?
Yep.
I feel comfortable with that.
Okay. We didn't add any. No.
We used snakeskin boots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the bottom parts of snakeskin boots? Are they sense, resist?
Oh,
strength,
good point.
study?
I think
Get
it's
a
resist.
Bonus die.
Snakeskin boots is charm and sense. So yeah, you can add we're gonna add a
bonus die.
Yeah,
Why not?
Might as well.
for the fun of it.
Good looking out, Rock.
See, it's good. Okay, I didn't see.
How do you will this? How do you will your way through this?
So between myself and Rage, I have so many other things to offer aside from nacho cheese. Like, granted, I know it's like kind of like my main shtick, but like, this is what we doing, and I just summon just an army of dick skeletons, and they just start mauling them as like the apparition starts to fade away.
I like them ripping themselves out of the middle of like giant slabs of meat and stuff. Just come jumping out of plates of Jello. Dick skeletons, because you never really know. That's horrifying.
Just little mini ones. They're not all giant. There's like a little tiny ones.
That's how I imagine they're little
dicklings.
That's the scary part, man. They come from anywhere.
Anybody else just imagining Tiny Soldiers, the movie, right?
Yeah. Small Soldiers.
Small Soldiers. There we go.
Yeah.
Not at the moment, but that is a great movie.
Oh, I was thinking of it discussing Tiny Dick Soldiers.
I don't have any memories of Small Soldiers necessarily, but you know that moment at the end of Toys. Yeah.
All right, so
I think that's a you thing.
Titters, a little globule of a little dick skeleton comes over and joins the thing. The grid that's around you goes super hot white and then shrinks all over your body, and you can see the grid. And as it disappears, you see the cracks of rock all throughout your body, as if your skin has become as hard as stone. But then the cracks stop. It stops, and there's like a greenish light that starts coming through the cracks, and you can feel yourself like burning up too much underneath the stone. You can't control it. You don't know. It feels like you're about to explode on the inside of this. And we're gonna take our break now.
I'm so excited. Just can't hide.
Exactly. Hold on. Let me reset your guys' hand. We are now down to 2 cards in the deck. Well, actually, no, 3, because you're gonna heal 1.
I would like to heal 1. We should probably focus on healing.
And then
Yep.
For a second.
4 in the discard pile.
For once. We should probably focus on healing.
Oh, we got Mother's Memory and one of the Cadeos.
Cadeo,
like-
Blanco. Oh, we got that runic blade, which is a cool one.
Yes.
You got this hot guy.
We kept the homunculus?
Who wants to go
Yeah.
clubbing?
Not me,
Sounds
homunculus.
good. Not me. Not tonight, homunculus.
Not tonight, homunculus. We're
Hey, it's fine.
busy.
What about tomorrow night? I think Homunculus has a
I
thing
think
for you.
still busy. Actually.
Wow, I think Homunculus has a thing for you.
Well, that's really unfortunate because that's unfortunate because I was not interested in that.
All right, everybody, we're going to be back at after 10 minutes. We got a new segment, a new chapter in the Titter story coming up at the midway, and we'll see you in 10.
Hey Dungeon fans, I'm the Lich, and the Liching Hour is my channel. And you know what? You should join the Discord. Not only do you get to keep up with the Liching Hour shows, you get to sign up for Viva La Dungeon, you get to sign up for X-Craw, you get news by moi. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. Your monster material, just type this in the chat. Yeah, and then you get the link in the invite. Hope to see you there. Viva La Dungeon.
Night fell over the pink sand desert. The remains of this planet's moon, a band of shimmering debris, shot across the black sky. The air was cooling rapidly. The muses never slept, always prowling, sometimes hunting throughout the night. Farron would lay looking up at the stars on a simple blanket without a fire. Titters didn't know if that meant he had hell inside warming his body, or if he were death itself, and she firmly believed that these were the only two options. She was surprised tonight when he lit a campfire. He looked over to her and told her, "We want to make sure our guests can find us." Titters shivered. Farron sat still, staring into the fire for the next few hours, while Kyra watched from high above. Titters, Eunice, and Dimba all lay in wait 10 yards away from Farron, each placed to create a triangle with their positions, with Farron in the center. Eunice slithered among a collection of stones, while Dimba tucked her head to resemble a rock herself. Titters lay flat in a small patch of desert grass. The muses all hummed with excitement. The opportunity to lay a trap for your prey didn't come around often for predators like themselves. Given the choice, they would rather run you down. But tonight was a special hunt. Farron had accepted the news of a three-eyed man with a slow nod, and then returned to his chilled demeanor. Cairo, the part croc, part bat leader of the muses, had given Titters a snap of his jaws, a show of approval. Eunice whispered in her ear that she was still going to be shared as food, regardless of her pathetic attempts at proving herself. The stars moved as the night went on. Titters was just about to snatch up a desert rat nearby when Cairo spoke into all their heads. "One man with a torch coming from the north." Titters froze and waited for the order. The seconds were excruciating until Cairo spoke again. "The man approaches camp. Muses close in." Titters crept slowly towards the glow of the campfire. Farron spoke up finally in their minds. "Stay outside the light." Titters could see that Farron was now standing, facing the north, and she could see the other person approaching steadily with her torch. As the figure drew closer, Titters saw that it was indeed the three-eyed albino man. He seemed relaxed and confident. He smelled of no fear. Here was a dangerous animal, Titters thought. If Farron wasn't horrifying himself, she would have been worried. "Hello," the albino said as he stops just outside the fire. "May I join you?" "By all means, sir," Farron replies, motioning for him to join him at the fire. "You are Farron Mullen," the albino says, stepping into the light. "I am. Now I tend to never forget an face. But I don't think we've met," Farron replies and then stares at the man. The albino looks away and calls out, "I know you're out there. Why don't you come where I can see you," he says. Titters looks back at Farron, and something is different. Farron's just standing and staring at the man. "Come on now," the albino said again. Eunice struck from the rocks nearby. As fast as he was, however, the albino merely looked in his direction, and suddenly Eunice was frozen in midair. Dimba leapt out on the other side of the fire and shot her big tongue at the man. Again he merely looked at her, and she and her tongue froze in midair over the fire. Titter saw a flicker of light flash in the man's third eye. She also smelled Dimba's tongue as it began to roast over the fire.
Hello monsters, I'm the Lich, and it's time for Dungeon News. And I've got good news tonight, folks. Those goblins that wandered into level 7 for the Great Dungeon Scavenger Hunt, they've returned. That's right, we kind of jumped the gun with the memorial, but they have come back. And while I'm just as glad as you might be, I'm a little worried. I'm not so sure. I'm gonna keep them quarantined in my quarters and get them thoroughly checked out. I've got some spells to cast. I might summon some spirits to talk to them. I wonder what Elminster's up to nowadays. But anyway, don't worry. Hopefully you'll be seeing them out in Gym Pop soon. Hopefully. Trust me, I want them out too. They've been eating all my guest food. I can't stop them from pooping in the corners. You goblins. Yeah, laugh it up. Oh, you want to clean it up? Huh? Oh, you got a call. Oh, why don't you go ahead and take that call? Huh? Anyway, that's the news tonight, folks. Viva the Dungeon.
Can't see anybody. All I see is swirling circles.
At least I am back.
I'm here.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I don't want a sword fight with my pole. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Uncivil Alpha.
Thank you for the mental image.
Put that one in the bag for later.
Anyway, did you read what I said now?
Okay. Where is Mao? We're missing a Mao.
News show.
Wait a second.
So how Muse stream?
Do you guys like stuff?
It's a Muse stream.
It's a
evil.
Lich, did you read what I sent?
I did.
Mexico City now.
Alright. I just
I
want to
responded
make
to you.
sure.
Yeah,
You did?
I did.
Mexico City
You'll see what's
shall
coming
have
up.
its things.
All right, let's
And it is
Oh gosh, steel chair.
Oh.
Who's throwing a steel
Damn it.
chair?
Why is everybody
oh, gosh.
messaging?
Oh my golly, gee, Dredge and Green is coming in with a steel chair. Which muse is she gonna take out first?
Try me, bitch. I'll take your steel chair on. Mano e mano.
Nice. And I kind of figured that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Dredge is going for shark face with the steel chair. Shibonk.
Dang.
Hi, Mao. All right, so
Sorry about that.
it's okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Titters, as like I was describing, your skin starts turning to rock, but in between the rock and the cracks, he says green light starts blasting out. Something doesn't feel right. Suddenly, the darkness around you disappears, and you find you and Mao and the muses on this flat, open, white plain. It's snow or ash and the air whipping around. There's some kind of orb in the sky. You can't tell if it's a sun or a moon. And standing in front of you, her arm outstretched, and this green fire shooting from her hand, surrounding you, is this tall alabaster woman, dark black eyes, a headdress of some kind of ancient death cult that she's wearing on her head. And beside her is a mountain lion with glowing orange eyes, and on the other side, an abomination of a creature. Looks like a Wendigo stitched together with here. This is a Reshkigal, and then this is the thing that's next to her on her left, and then the King of Sunset is on her right. Behind her, also caught up in orange flame and like a globe, you see a gentleman who looks more like the people you've been fighting. He's got the more traditional headset with different colored feathers and the dark complexion and a staff, but he's frozen too. And then the woman, if we could call her a woman, she speaks. And she says, "You do not come into my land and play games, ancient ones." And you can tell she's not talking to you. She's looking at you, but she's talking to the one behind who screams out in pain. You can see him screaming out in pain inside. "This is my domain, and I make the judgments here."
Okay.
Behind us?
No,
Or
she's
behind her?
No. She's got. Do you guys see titters in the green kind of globe of green fire? It's extending from her hand. From her other hand, she's got out back. She's got another one. But this is a gentleman who looks a little more like this. He's caught up in that orange globe. Apparently, this ancient god of the underworld didn't realize he's got to pay tithe to Ereshkigal, who is the true queen of the underworld, and she's looking to add you guys. You're very interesting. I'm going to add you to my retinue, and she sends the King of Sunset and Patch to take you on. Who?
That's awfully presumptuous of you.
Who would you like to take on first, Mao? Patch, who looks like a Wendigo sewed together with abominable snowman, sewed together with corpses, or the King of Sunset,
Zombies.
the great mountain lion with the gold eyes?
What?
The King of Sunset.
What is Patch's numbers? Can you show that on?
I think everything's a 17.
No.
Patches.
Oh,
Patch
is easier.
Oh. So
what does our hand look like?
It makes sense to do the King of Sunset first because that's the harder number to beat.
Yes.
So we can use
Nazapazap. They add 2 bonus dice, or add 2 Body Rage instead. Cadeo Blanco. I will allow you to use Cadeo Blanco to avoid a threat. Oh no, these are all true threats. Never mind. Sorry.
These are all true threats, yeah.
But you can use her to heal 3. The Runic Blade, which is evaluate versus a threat, you can recycle it to reroll, and it does a bunch of things. Hey! And then Talons of Garuda.
You trying to get drinks on something.
And your doom for the evening, for right now, is Constriction. You cannot play more than 1 card during this investigation. That might tell you which one you want to go up against.
Great.
So Patch uses 13
does that
Patch.
last for the whole round?
No, just this one fight.
This instance,
this first one, whichever one you want to go with first.
So because of that,
there's one rule to this whole endeavor. You have to keep 1 bonus die and evaluate. Titters has to be involved in the
ultimate goal. Okay. Given that, what do I need to do to meet the conditions to heal from Cadejo Blanco?
Yes. It's a void versus that. So right now you'd use it. If you won't be able to avoid, but you could discard it.
Can't avoid it, but yes,
heal
please.
3, right? Yeah.
Yes, please. Talk to me. You can talk to me. If you're lonely, you can talk to me. Mao is singing the Beatles out of Rush Kigal, hoping to woo her. This is not the right time period, but
it is if you make it the right.
All right, so are we dealing with Pat? What do you want to deal with first?
If we can only play 1 card,
yes. So it's
Patch.
Patch is the easier of the 3. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so who do you want to use? Budadiah or Rock?
If I'm allowed to choose the lower of the 2,
That'd be Bud with the 13.
Budadiah would be 13. It'd be 13.
I would
14,
say
go back to normal.
Yeah, Budadiah. There we go.
From the love sack. Straight out the love sack. Patches is quite the grotesque abomination. He comes to gather you up, specifically, Mao, and the love sack. You feel it rather than hear it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I am going.
So
sense is going to be in there. So at least one of them is going to definitely be in there. So, okay. I already used homunculus. Hey, bro.
Did you guys hear a beep?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
It sounded like
Is that
somebody
one
beeped
where-
themselves. That's awesome.
That might have been me.
That's
Is that a
the
sniper?
funniest.
I thought that it was in my song, and I was like, I don't remember there being swearing in Hey Bulldog, but okay.
No, that might have been me. I put my.
You
mic
don't know
up
the
to see
Beatles.
if
You don't know their life.
It's true.
You want to
This is
discard
not a
him to
gift,
boost soul?
so... Yes. I think so, yeah.
You could do that or recycle him to draw a card if you wanted to. But then it's if you get something.
I'm not
good.
sure, yeah. I think it's safer to discard him to boost soul.
Okay.
You get him out of the deck.
He's going to the.
Yeah,
discard
13 on
pile
5,
where
that's-
he belongs.
Me too, Dredge. Beep beep
Beep, 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 beep,
beep 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 beep. I'm a sheep.
beep, beep. I'm a sheep. All right, let's see what we get from this, and then if we need to use Mother's Memory, that works as well. So,
Oh yeah. Wait.
But
No,
a
we can
dia-
only play one card though.
Oh yeah, you can only play the one, so that was it.
okay, well that's
yeah,
fine.
Unless you want to rethink that.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I,
So we're going
I'm
for
confident
13
in
on
this.
those 5 dice.
Yes. All right. Yep. And but I don't know if you want to summon Dick Skeletons to fight him or if you want to spray nacho cheese at
We'll
him,
roll and
but
see
you
how it
are
goes, and yeah, he's up.
welcome to choose that. So
there-
we're good news, we're keeping the Titters die.
Yep.
So
Titters die.
5, 9, 15. Oh, I think we win. We win.
Titters.
Great.
Titters, Budadiah, and of course Mao. If you guys would like to tell us how you take care of Patch.
All right.
So
I'm a potato.
I feel like using sense, Mao understands what Patch is going to do as an attack, and will direct Titters and Budadiah to act accordingly. However they want to. But she's like, oh, he's coming in for a right hook. Poncho protocol or whatever. And
Poncho protocol.
that's the only thing I could think of. It's from a different campaign I'm in, but go!
Budadiah, what you gonna do? But did we lose a Budadiah?
Possibly.
I guess so.
Maybe. Well,
That's
that's
fine.
Budadiah has been
Oh.
muted in the Discord.
Bud, you're muted. I don't know if that matters. I don't know if you can hear us, but
Did you know you were
Yes.
muted?
You're muted. Titters,
Titters.
Yes.
what do you do? Take care of Patch.
Well, whenever Mal, starts sensing, Titters gets an impending feeling of doom on the inside
Oh,
over something. Because keep in mind, we're facing death.
you are.
So she's picking up on that. And she sees this Wendigo patchwork. That's what it's called, right? The Wendigo patchwork.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, sure.
So seeing this, she instinctively glares forward because she doesn't want this thing to be anywhere near the people she cares about.
Okay.
So Titters charges at it, and using her breath weapon of Hellfire, she burns the Wendigo's face completely off. Like,
Damn.
charging straight forward. She's not giving any chance, no opportunity to think. She's just trying to burn this bitch.
Oh my. So vehement.
Just
I
because
rest your gullet.
of the feelings she's got right now.
Areskirgal, you see no change in Areskirgal's face as you burn down one of her lieutenants. But that's okay, because she has another, the King of Sunset. Before you can face her yourself, you must defeat the King of Sunset. He growls, he comes padding over top of the burning body of Patch. He doesn't look so easily scared. So you succeeded in that. Good job. Let's see what we got here. Get rid of that. We're gonna draw. We're gonna heal one card from the discard. then
What is this plant?
drawn to, anti-venom. You guys, I love how this is how it should be, right? Towards the end of the season, you got this hands full of awesome cards.
Right.
Evaluate versus a threat, discard, add +1. If skilled and resist, you get to add +2, which you are.
Slot that.
And Cadejo Negro is back.
Love it. Okay.
We can slot anti-venom, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why don't we slot it so we have the extra deck space?
What you have? Oh, yeah. Oh, and then, so the omen you will have is, and evaluate, trash the highest rage die, pain.
Okay. I'm interested then in using body.
Okay.
Because this is a resist threat, we get to use giant tardigrade.
Yes. So, resist threat, giant tardigrade, which does a thing that I can't read or remember right now.
Like a die.
But, cool. All right, so King of Sunset is gonna face off against Sharkface McBurr.
Burr.
Okay.
Burr.
That seems fitting.
Sharkface, take his
Yes.
title.
I shall be the new King of Sunset. Yes! I shall add it
Yes!
to my list of titles. Duke of Sunset, Earl of Winter, Minister of Fall? Wait,
Hard
that
mode.
title
Sure.
sucks.
Chancellor of the...
Hard mode! Ah!
You're of the Omicronians. Be proud of yourself.
So, Uncivil just did a hard mode, just need an exclamation point roll mode. We got 3 body dice. We got resist. If you wanted to discard the top card of your deck, you could have 3 resist.
What does giant tardigrade give us?
Tardigrade gives you 2 body dice.
Lovely.
Two more
Then that
body
gives
die.
us another body die and another tater die.
Yes.
Then I'm interested in doing the thing that discard and get extra.
Yeah, discard top card of your deck, gain resist 3, so you get 2
Yes,
more
please.
bonus dice.
Beautiful.
2 more taters dice. And then, but on hard mode has been rolled smoke. Is stashed. 2 is bury 1 random card from your discard pile. Do you want to do that?
Barry is exile, right?
Bury is exile.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I
Go ahead.
mm,
Let
yeah.
that happen. Okay.
Yeah, let that happen. Two is good.
All right.
Typically, if it's like a 4 or higher, I might reconsider it, but
All right, we going with these. We have 8 dice. We need 17.
we're gonna try.
Jeez, Kev. You guys, look at this. Look at this.
Wonderful.
Should have been a gambler. Should have been a gambler.
Do we hit it?
Butadie and
And he'd
titters.
be using all of his
Or not
luck to
Butadie, I'm
win
sorry.
millions,
Shark
not
face and
us.
titters.
Sharkface and titters, yeah.
Tell us how you
All
take
right.
on the King of Sunset as he comes right at you.
I'm gonna wait for Butadie to do, or not Butadie, Sharkface to do his thing, and then I'm going
Sharkadiah?
to, yeah, Sharkadiah. Sharkadiah,
Alright,
whenever you're
well,
done with your thing.
Let's team move this. Then I'm going to like punch the King of Sunset several times in the face, like left, right, and then I'm going to suplex it directly into Titters.
Nice.
All right,
What do you got,
and
titters?
whenever he suplexes it into me, whatever this creature really is, because I have no idea what it is. Like, I know it's the sunset thing, but you know what I mean.
Big cat.
Big old bobcat.
Titters just opens her mouth as it's suplexed and rips its throat out.
Ooh.
And then puts the paw down to stop it from trying to stop the bleeding and stares at it dead in the face. You're going to bleed out.
Fatality.
mean,
That's what Tears is saying. You're going to bleed out.
I might be rage, but like, we just walked up to this lady and killed her pets. I'm rude because we would take that very badly ourselves.
As far as Tears is concerned here, these guys deserve it because they're not helping us. They're trying to kill us.
They're trying to test us.
That's not what Tears cares.
They're kind of like actually helping. They're kind of helping us by killing the other like death cult dude that's right over there.
That's not what Titters is hearing. All Titters heard was this thing is trying to kill us.
Titters' ears.
Hey, you're facing death at this point. Titters isn't paying attention to that. She's paying attention to we're facing death.
The King of Sunset's body and that of Patches, as it's kind of like being consumed by fire, you watch as it's quiet on the plain as their bodies lay rest. And Erishkigal still has the power, the green flames around you, Titters, and she hasn't changed her mood. And you hear as the King of Sunset gets back up, crunch, crunch, even though it's all fucked up, it gets back up, pads back behind Erishkigal, and you watch as Patches gets up, still burning in some places, and also take position behind Erishkigal. Then you hear this scream in a language you've not heard before, and a bolt of lightning comes flying out from another side, and you see another gentleman, just like the one that she's got captured. This is the one she got captured. It's coming from the other side. He's blasting her with lightning. But she looks and she puts out her hand to do with the green fire, but the green fire and the lightning are now meshed, and she's fighting these two. She is now, she'll now be a 17, if you wish to take her on.
I want to help her. I want to help my future wife out.
Okay.
If I can. Is that an option?
There is one poem from the Dickon Bible that if you read that to her, read that at this moment in time.
I feel like I know which one it is. Because it's a Rishkagal. A psychopomp. Do I need to roll anything for this?
No, just go ahead. We'll see what happens.
All right. Hold on, I need to stop the Rolling Stones.
Upguard the next bonus dice roll. That's good, though.
Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me?
Yes.
Yes! I have it tabbed. Because I could not stop for death, she kindly stopped for me.
Nice.
The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. We slowly drove, she knew no haste, and I had put away my labor and my leisure too for her civility. We passed the school where children played at a wrestling in a ring. We passed the fields of grazing grain. We passed the setting sun. We paused before a house that seemed a swelling of the ground. The roof was scarcely visible, but the cornice yet but a mound. Since then, 'tis centuries, but each feels shorter than the day. I first surmised the horses' heads were toward eternity.
As you're reading that, her green fire grows stronger over top of the lightning, and then suddenly she's got both gentlemen up, but she had to let go of Titters. Titters, you're standing there, and you guys watching as Rishkrell has these two men captured, and she looks at you, and she goes, "What is it you seek? What is it you seek?"
Two things. First of all, dragon. Second of all, your hand in marriage? The second thing is pretty bold. First of all, I mean, the dragon thing is really what we're here for, but however, it's, it's okay if you don't want to, but...
Should we allow a roll to see if Mao can seduce Ereshkigal?
Yes.
Yes. Is that even a question at this point?
Why wouldn't we allow Mao to try to seduce Death herself?
Let Mao's inner bard play out.
Yes.
Okay. Then let's do that. What would you use?
A D20.
I'll say because you read that poem, giving her some power, that she didn't even realize that she had.
Soul.
I'd say it's a 17. I'll say it's 17.
17 soul. Okay.
Oh, soul makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Soul, yeah, that's it because it's purely coming from the heart, and none of the rest of y'all are heart related, and I don't have charm, but I don't know that I can do it on 3 days. We're gonna try though.
Can we use any card?
Considers aid in some sort of way.
We have Mother's Memory.
We'll count it as a threat.
Okay.
I would just ask that you work at whatever you end up using. So, like, if you wanted to use Zap, use Shark Face, get 2 bonus. Oh no, this would be bonus dice. If you're skilled in Strike, you can add Body or Rage.
You can use the next one, the Rage die, as the wedding ring.
The Talons of Garuda as the wedding ring.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. What marriage
yes,
proposal
yes.
isn't complete when you get
What is this
brass
clip?
knuckles?
Hold on.
Plus your hand in marriage.
And we also do have Mother's Memory that
We'll slot.
We
anti-venom
do.
in too.
We do have that
Well,
slotted.
Mother's Memory just lets you re-roll 1 die.
I thought it could also boost soul, like most cards.
Not when it's slotted, right? You have to
Not when
discard
it's
out of
slotted.
your hand.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not considered in your hand anymore.
Yeah. So I could discard the top of my deck, I think, to re-roll. Is that correct?
Discard the top of your deck to re-roll. Yes.
Oh, for Mother's
yes,
Memory.
Exactly. That's exactly.
That's what that
Yep.
does. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So here's what I'm thinking. I would like to use Body. So the primary role is going to be Soul. However, I would like to use Nazapazap to boost to add Body dice if I can.
Yep.
2 Body dice because I want to tank some of that damage for her.
Oh.
I'll take it. I'll take that for her. And then are there anything else? Are there any? Can I use Garuda's Talon for something? Is that a thing? Is there a power on there that I can use?
It's when you evaluate. So you
When
can
I-
evaluate,
so
you
at
can
evaluate-
upgrade. If you used Rage instead of Body here, you'd be able to upgrade them with this.
How can I use? Can I use the stabby knife, whose name I cannot remember?
Sacrificial dagger.
Oh, you know what? Let's
Sacrificial
do.
dagger
Let's do.
for
Hey,
Rage?
if you don't mind, let me.
Not at all. Go for it.
You
Do whatever you want to do.
You want to win her heart? I'll make
Yes.
it even easier if you defeat the two things that she's got.
Oh, fuck
first.
yes. Absolutely. I got you. Let's kill these motherfuckers. They have been a thorn in my side since the moment I arrived on this plane of existence. So, all right, first of all,
We didn't even know that they existed until this moment, but
Nope.
we realized that they've been the thorn.
I'll be
Okay, so-
4 per one you get rid of. So it'll be 8. So it'll be a 14 to woo her. If you
Oh, that's
succeed
way
again.
more manageable.
so I need to defeat them and then make a 14. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So when you say "end her hand" and you hear marriage, and she looks at you and she goes, "Here, prove it," and she throws she moves one of them and lets it go out of the green cage that he's in. He lands in front of you and instantly begins to cast some kind of foul spell.
Great.
Probably with snakes or some shit.
Yeah. I am interested in using logic, mind,
Okay.
if I can. Do I have a mind card in my hand somewhere?
We do. You have Cadeo Negro.
Great.
Oops.
I would like to assemble that versus the serpent
you know what?
threat, please.
We're gonna put Nazappa back in your hand. You have Nazappa.
Yeah, please
spell.
bring Zappa back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but
Get
I
a
would.
new omen.
Frank Nazappa.
We need Frank Zappa.
Oh,
Frank
do we need a new
Zappa.
omen?
Oh, yeah, we do. You're right.
And also a draw up to max.
2, 3,
and-
4. 5. Oh, you know what?
While
No,
you
we
guys
were
do
at
that, I'm
5. I slotted an anti-venom for you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Shinobi is here.
Shinobi.
I gotta use the restroom real quick. But
Incoming!
Could
Symbol
you
versus
not
mind.
bear the pun?
Frank Nazappa. He didn't like that. All right, Mao, you go. For it.
Bear is what got me.
Game Daddy's a noob. Next mind dice rolled is 2 dice. Might have to use.
And we immediately switched to soul.
You get to upgrade the next bonus dice. We gotta remember that though.
Yes.
Well,
So, what card did we
Yeah, I
draw
guess.
to get up to 5?
Well, it was anti-venom. Okay, so this is what your
Oh,
hand
we
was at the
already
beginning.
had slotted that.
And I slotted it right, but we haven't
Mhm.
gotten through. Was that during?
That was the
King of
previous
Sunset?
round.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All
that
right.
was King of Sunset.
All right. We've got the charm Dreckelbon.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's a boost mine, so it's mine.
It is.
So
Yep.
that's actually beneficial if we stick with mind.
But did I rejoin us yet?
No, still muted in the Discord.
Which, if we're changing or doing a new thing, I'd say we have to go for an Omen of Hope, just because
We don't have
we're not very hopeful that Mal will get a date with death.
Must be the last.
We don't have any.
Uh-oh.
hopes, though.
You don't have any. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somehow I didn't include omens in your deck.
Damn it!
What happened? Drama bomb. Okay, we got another one. Shark faces weak sauce next. Oh.
I see how it is. I see how it is, chat.
everybody.
Uncivil. You knew you were gonna roll that. Don't even tell me you're like, oh, RNG. No. No, you knew.
Yep, I
You
know.
knew.
Sorry about that.
So while you're
Okay,
gone,
so
while
Oh,
you're
shit.
gone, yeah, we had a couple bombs drop. One is Game Daddy's weak sauce. You'd have to start with 2 dice if you want to use mind for this one.
okay.
We did get the Dracovalian card.
You did draw this though, so this is your hand. Charmed, the Frank
Okay.
Zappa, Talons, Cadeo.
Zappa.
Blade.
Okay, so I am interested in discarding the chameleon
Okay.
to boost mind.
Yep.
I am interested. Block party. Hey.
Hey, Block Party.
What attributes are on that card?
Charm and study. So you
Study.
get one of those.
Bonus
Yeah.
that.
Cool. I am interested in playing Cadejo Negro for its ability.
For the 3 bonus dice.
I believe. Correct.
Yep. Okay, and that is a discard. So 1.
Ooh.
So there.
Thanks,
Um,
Block Party, for that great
yeah.
talk about.
Do I have anything else? I don't know that I have anything else that can
Yeah, you
help
get to
right
upgrade
this
these
second.
too. This roll.
Oh shit! All right, great. Let's try for 15 on 7.
Are my rolls cooling down a little bit? Seem to
A
be.
little bit.
A little bit.
5, 10, 13. Okay.
Yep.
Mother's
The
memory.
Bonus die get upgraded though.
Oh, bonus die
Okay,
upgraded.
so
That's right. So that's a 6.
6 and a 4.
It's
Still 14. Oh, that's 15. Okay.
That's 15.
I think that makes it,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. Thanks for the talk about.
Oh yeah, thank you.
How
Who
do
did
how
that?
do
Who
how
did
do you
that?
guys take out Shambiak? I'm butchering that too.
I pick up Game Daddy, and I use him as a shield to absorb the electricity. I think he's casting some sort of like lightning magic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Game Daddy, it's fine. I promise.
Hey guys, what's going on over here? Everybody's doing a whole lot around us.
Great.
I can't put out what's happening right now.
And then, like in the intro, when I bash something with the Dickin Bible, I would like to bash him in the head with Game Daddy until he dies.
You have now become a murder weapon.
I have always been a murderer. I am the
Correct.
shiv.
I am a
Yes.
murder weapon.
I'm sorry that you
I am
weren't
the
necessarily autonomous for that murder. However, I hope that's okay.
Was Tears involved in this murder?
Yes, to some degree. I don't know for what. Strike, I think?
You want to hear what Titters did?
Yes, what did Titters do?
Yes.
Do you know what a T-Rex's mouth is like?
A lot
Supposedly?
of teeth.
Not
Big?
just a lot of teeth. It's also got bacterial infections and poison. It's basically
Oh,
very
Rock's
deadly
mouth.
and a biohazard.
Like Rock's
Great.
mouth.
The Tears bit him in the leg and his leg fell off. Just to add insult to injury.
His leg and his leg fell off. Doobie-doobie-doop, boop, boop.
Boop, 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 boop. Great.
Adding
Kenobi
insult
has
to injury.
given Game Daddy a hyper CPU
Delicious.
for more processing power.
Oh, yeah.
Ash
So
people
Excellent
says,
remind. Oh,
You got you that tiny. The graphics card.
I figured out how to overclock you, Game Daddy.
I'm so fast.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Let the ADHD begin.
Like it's not bad enough
Begin.
already. Come on.
Boy.
Begin.
As though I
Intensify.
You're just gonna get the power because I've already given you so many all the good cards. I'm just gonna be giving you crap cards from here on out. All right, we're gonna draw. Let's see. I want to put one from here. So you got that new power there, Game Daddy?
Yeah.
Because I'll work out what that means.
Yeah. Hyper CPU. Hold on. I gotta add that to my list here.
Alright.
All right, new hand. You have the Charlatans book now. Okay, Negro, you haven't
okay.
used yet, right? We did. Did we use her last
No,
time?
we used Cadeo Negro, yes.
Oh, well, she's
Oh,
the
to add
one.
3
She
bonus
got
dice.
back in. She got healed and got shuffled back in.
Alright.
So Zappa.
Well, this time I'm interested in assembling versus rage.
Oreshkill brings the other one over, lays it at your feet,
Yeah.
basically.
I
Begins a spell
am.
of necromancy to raise even bigger dick skeletons. Yes, the gauntlet has been thrown down.
Oh,
This guy looks
Okay.
like he'd throw down some major dick skeletons.
he would.
Is this a dick contest, really?
He's got big dick skeleton energy.
Jesus.
I am angry at that. As though Budadiah's dick skeletons are
angry at
not
that.
enough. I'm still going to assemble versus rage. Not only because rage dice start at 4 now,
Oh, yes. thank
because
you,
of an
Uncivil
Apocrypha.
Alba.
How dare you? How dare you insult my bud? How dare you? How dare you insult my bud and threaten my
I'm not
engagement?
interested in your big dick games, okay?
Exactly. Dicks aren't mouse thing. So, okay,
So we got 4 rage die.
great.
Let's see what you got.
Okay, so
That's
Cadeo Negro happens to be
evaluate.
back.
What's that?
That's the value. Cadeo Negro just happens to be back because that's how that worked.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, you could add 3 bonus dice to this if you wanted.
Oh, that's the one I healed. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we also have both rage cards are at evaluate, so
Yeah.
we can keep.
Yes.
So you could use Cadeo Negro for the 3 bonus dice, so you make sure you have a bonus die in there.
Yes. Let's.
Yep.
You know, why not? Let's do that.
That sounds like a grand old idea.
Fortunately,
Since we have to keep one.
Correct.
So does Cadeo Negro have any of Mao's skills to get on yet another?
Strike.
Strike. Yes.
So now we have 8 die to hit 15.
Was it at 3 bonus dice, or was
There's
it at
more.
2 bonus dice?
Is that 3?
Add 3 plus strike. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I have 4.
Great. Let's see where this takes us, and then if we need to use the rage evaluate cards, we can.
Yeah. Let's do this. Rock, you're up. Okay.
I'm
looks
glad
like
you're up.
okay.
All right.
That's all.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's a 4 here.
I'm up all right.
6, 11, 14. Oh,
What do you need? You need the 15, so it has to be all
15.
It's all Titter's dice.
Unless I spend those 2 cards just for shits and giggles.
You can both Rock and Titters can take
You
them out.
can.
Go
Yeah.
All right.
No, Mr. Shinobi's not.
So let's just. I want to hear what Rock does.
Unfortunate. You know what? I'm going to use one of my underused powers that I remember from my list that I unfortunately don't have in front of me. Is expert cooking. So I'm just gonna sit there with my claws and just be like, I know how to make so many dishes with this guy's kidneys, his liver.
Hard mode! Ah!
The appendix
Don't
is
even-
like 2 inches of. All right. Okay.
Who has the mutation for expert cooking? Me or you, Mal? Me or you? Answer me the question.
Do you have that? Do you have
Yes,
that
I
mutation?
do.
Oh.
Yes, I do.
All right. You're right. I bow to you, my king.
So I have whatever dismemberment happens to this person, it is going into the finest wedding catering dishes that I can create.
Oh.
Exactly.
Great.
Because we're going to get Mao married to death.
Yes.
You see-
Honestly, I'm followed around by between 4 and 5 psychopomps. I need to marry the goddess of death.
I mean,
Or at
Fair
least,
enough.
at least start dating or something. Court her or something. I don't
Yeah. I don't know.
No,
I
no,
assume
no,
she's
no,
know.
old
You're dropping a whole
fashioned.
lot on her.
It is
Get her
balls to the
number.
walls.
Get her number
lay
first.
your
Wait,
hands.
I don't know how long we're gonna be here. Listen, if we need to bring her with us, then I
How
will.
long am I
But
be here, baby? It's either
Right.
now or never, you
It
know?
is
I'm not getting any older.
balls to the wall. Lay
I
your
figured she's
cards
old
on the
fashioned. It's
table.
like an arranged marriage sort of thing, like Victorian times. Like we go to promenade a couple of times, and then we come back and we're like, "Yo, I like you.
Me too.
Let's get married." Yeah.
I just
All
want to
right.
get married.
well, since we're trying to set up Mao's, wedding buffet, Titters pulls using her claws. She just looks at this guy, smiles sadistically, and traditional anime fashion, she's on the other side of him. No blood on her claws. The guy's feeling his body. He feels fine, and then all of a sudden he just opens up.
Ew. His whole body just opens up. Ew.
Yep, and splits like claw marks, but he's finely chopped up for Rock to make his food with.
Oh, nice. Nice. Now you can go up and do that thing where you salt it with the forearm thing. Salt him.
An important
Oh,
note here.
Salt Bay?
I made
Yeah.
sure that the organs were perfectly preserved,
Oh.
so that the Rock had
What
pure
am I- wait.
organs.
What am I doing with salt?
You've
Oh,
never
no, this
seen
is
the
me and
Salt
Rock.
Bay memes?
You're Salt Bay.
Salt Bay?
Salt Bay.
Yeah, it's this guy who had excellent facial hair and he had these really weird looking sunglasses and he does the salt, he pours the salt on his forearm and it rolls off of his forearm onto the meat. And he's very charismatic and like
This
He
guy.
kind
This guy, right?
yeah.
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 And he
Yeah,
kinda
no, I've seen
stunts
him.
when he cuts the meat.
I was saying
Yeah,
you
there
go
was-
you go up and do that after Titters cuts the meat for Game Daddy or Rock to
Okay.
perfectly. Hey,
Listen,
you're
I-
nothing.
I don't
I'm
know
typically a
that.
vegetarian, but I feel like in this instance, I will make an exception.
All right,
You're a what thing?
Les.
Mal, you're surrounded by sadistic psychopaths who eat meat. I'm pretty sure you're gonna eat meat at some point.
I am literally half deer.
I don't
Instant
eat meat
is
because
great
I
this time
eat
of year.
too.
What are you saying?
Well, Mal, we're not eating deer.
No, but deer are herbivores. I'm pretty sure.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I
I'm
will
pretty sure
occasionally
you'll
eat,
actually
actually.
get sick and die if you try to eat meat.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I will do it. I'm
But
not
what's
gonna
the
feel
other
great
half of you,
tomorrow. But
Mal,
I will
what's the
still
other half of you?
human.
You can eat meat.
I can
You just have
attempt to eat
indigestion.
meat. Yeah,
You have
it'll just
indigestion.
I'll have indigestion, and I'm not super keen on indigestion because I don't know what kind of. I want to just like have the shits all day. It's not great.
No.
It's not great.
So
But
here
it'll
she
be
is. You've
worth it for
defeated
the
the
delicious
two.
taste of meat.
She looks at you, and you can see that she's like, "All right, you've done good." Even though you kicked her other people, she turns to leave.
Hey, wait,
is
where's
your
the
moment.
wedding
This
vows?
is your moment. All right, you've got you did draw an omen of hope finally. If you want to use that, we'll use that for righteous anger.
Thank you, Legion.
Oh, you gave her power.
May perceive
wait, I
less
just
because they
realized
lack
something.
minerals like phosphorus, salt, and calcium.
And
All right,
No, I just
that's
that's
realized
fair.
based for a horror
Okay.
movie from 1978, The Deer.
For real?
No, I'm making it up. But it sounds right.
Okay, well, now we got a horror movie of the deer that walks on two legs and eats.
Is that
exclusively
is that on
flesh.
Shudder? I need a reason to resubscribe
All
to
right,
Shudder.
we're gonna
So
make this. This is a 14, a number 14. Use whatever. Oh, you're gonna use soul, right? This is it.
yeah,
This is for
because
the roll.
I'm
This
I'm literally proposing to her. So
is, there is a hard mode thanks to Dredged in Greed.
Legion!
Yes.
Fire 4.
Fire 4,
Okay.
which is you're gonna suffer 1 rage damage, unless you wanted to re-roll that one.
That's
Which is gonna be
perfectly
net. So you're gonna discard either the talons or the runic blade.
I think that's fine.
Dredged in Greed. I don't know what my problem is. I want to say
Dredged in
Dredged in
Greed?
Green. I went to say green.
Greg.
As so in trouble.
Wow, she's like, why do I even hang out here? No one knows how to say my
Here.
name. Like,
Why?
come on.
Dredgen, I'll tell you a story later.
Dark Greg. Discard.
Okay.
Do it.
Bad
Just do
boys.
it. Just do it. Do it. Just do it.
I'm gonna discard Runic Blade because Garuda's thingy is the
The wedding ring.
yeah.
Oh, I see. It's a wedding ring. Okay, cool.
The proposal
Yeah.
of brass knuckles.
That's cool.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Read it.
So, all right, and then what do you want to do here? You've got Mother's Milk will let you re-roll. This is not a resist threat, so Giant Tardigrade doesn't work. Anti-Venom will let you discard a card. Discard this to add +2 to it to your roll. You only need 14.
Where are my
No,
what's my pool at right now?
No,
Dredgen,
hashtag
come
buy
back!
peeps.
Dredgen, come back.
No.
You can blame it all on me.
Lich. No,
I don't know
it
how
was
that-
it's
Lich.
specifically Lich. It is specifically
Dredgen,
Lich.
It's
come
my
back.
fault. I
You
own
can
up
blame
to
it all on pineapple.
Yeah, that's
Oh, wait.
it.
Is
It's
that how that
pineapple.
goes?
Pineapple's
Wait,
problem.
we've been told we could swear, yet none of us swore.
I have sworn so many times.
I have
Yeah, we have.
I'm
swore a
waiting.
couple
I
I'm
know.
I'm,
I'm being
I'm
a
waiting
smart
for
ass.
it to come back and bite me later. Okay. So,
When the real pineapple.
Oh my god.
oh, fuck. What am I doing? Okay. All right.
You
So
are proposing to the
I am.
the nobleman
The
with
the target number is 14.
Yes.
Are the muses allowed to aid her in any way, shape, or form in this lich?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. So this is a soul roll. Okay, so I can reroll one from Mother's Memory. I can't really do anything with anything else that I've got slotted, I don't think. What's the... Oh, no, that's just a different window. Okay, never mind.
Really, the only thing you got that you could add some dice to this is the Zappa Zap. You could add 2
Sure.
body or rage dice. Or bonus
Let's...
dice.
Well, if we add rage dice,
Welcome
then we
back,
can use
Rage.
the other.
Dredged in Greed.
So I would go with body dice on this because you don't want to scare death away with anger issues. You want to look really attractive for death.
I've got a body.
Exactly.
Well, if we use rage, then we can use the brass knuckles.
I need to be freaking what's his
True.
face?
That is true.
But that wouldn't work out in getting a good relationship with death. That might just
I
cause
mean,
intimidation.
if we murder
No.
people, that sends souls to death.
Oh, you're going the opposite route. I thought you were going trying to intimidate death into marrying her.
Oh,
You're going,
no.
we'll do your job for you.
No.
If you get well, then again, it would be more work for death with the amount of souls that we send to them.
Okay. Okay. So. This is what it's like to match with so much level. What the hell is the catch? All right. So we're gonna go ahead and add 2 body dice.
Okay.
Can I
Because
give?
I need to prove that I've got a hot body.
Can I give Mao a couple of death bells because she's trying to get death?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you guys want to do to help her with her goal here.
So Mao, you
Zap
have a
Zap
couple
has
death
strike.
bells.
What's that?
You have a couple of death bells.
Zappa has strike. I don't know if that will necessarily
Yeah,
help me in canon. In mechanics,
It does.
Right. You
It
should
does.
Have, you should have this. Yeah.
um,
That's strike.
Well, you're striking while the iron's hot, Mao. That's how it helps.
is that how that works? I as a person have no idea. All right, so
I
okay,
don't know either.
hey
See you,
Shinobi.
Shinobi.
Okay, so target number is 14. I have 6 dice. Let's see where that gets me, because I don't think that I have anything else that can contribute to this roll. Right this second. At assemble.
Okay. Add a symbol? No. I don't think
No.
so either. You need 14.
Okay.
Oh,
We will
a
see.
symbol versus a threat. Add a bonus die. I'm gonna add a bonus die for you for righteous anger, for the omen.
Is it a threat? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna count it.
Cool.
She's gonna count it as a threat.
All right, that's fine. It's
We
a
don't
threat.
woo her.
It's a threat to my emotions.
Yes.
Putting myself out like this.
And I continue to knock it out the park for you.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
So what do you do? What do you do to? She's about to turn away.
I shit.
Love on the battlefield, people. Love on the battlefield.
I kneel to the ground and I present the Garuda knuckle item thing. And I say, I have defeated your foes, my love. I understand the pressures that being an omen of death throws upon you. And I would like to spend the rest of my existence by your side.
Lessening these pains.
To assist you in your endeavor.
Ereshkigal turns back to you, looking deep into your
I already
eyes. She
did.
walks up.
I already did.
She takes your
I already read
hand,
her poem.
and as she's moving her arm, she takes your hand, and in her right hand she cups your elbow, and she's staring in your eyes, and she just got these black void eyes. She's moving her hand up over your arm, sliding towards your hand. And while she's doing that, she says to you, "You have much to do outside of my realm, but one day we can be together." And then she rubs her hand on your hand, and as she comes off your hand, there is a dark onyx ring on your finger.
On my right hand?
You are on your which hand would you like it on? Left hand. We'll do left hand.
Whichever works.
We'll
The
do
left hand.
traditional,
Okay.
Fuck it, traditional left hand. She had grabbed
Okay.
your hand, and she had moved, and as she kind of moves her hand over yours, the ring is there. You are now connected to Ereshkigal in all dimensions.
Lovely.
So we're gonna have some fun with you being promised to the Queen of Death in the future. And then she looks over at Titters and says, "You receive my boon." And she waves her hand, and you grow even larger, Titters, and your skin takes on an ebony kind of look to it, shiny, dark, inky black, and you're now 12 foot tall.
So, with everything that was added to me, because we beat basically every monster real quickly, right? And every vision of death.
Yes.
Right? So, going by this, Titters has a air of destruction around her, like death, but I can't really think of how that would look, other than just pure rage of wanting to murder everything.
Yeah.
So she just has an air of time. Time will slowly destroy all. That's the air around Titters right now.
Okay.
Because she has Death's blessing. Time is the great equalizer.
And speaking of time, everything seems to come back to normal around you. You find yourselves in this simple cave that's ends not far beneath the road of the Avenue of the Dead. And you turn around and you don't see the souls anymore. And as you walk back out of it, you hear a behind you. You turn to see it close. The mouth closes. Down the Avenue of the Dead, you see the Pyramid of Quetzalcoatl. It's lit up with flames. There's flames around the entry. Cadejo Negro pads up next to you and says, "Your final test is there, and you'll also find, after that, the real test." And then we're going to end there for tonight.